Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? Um, hello, see you. It's good to be here. You have been waiting. You're welcome. Everybody, please let me know where you're joining from. If you have been waiting, I just want to say thank you for waiting. It's going to worth your while. I promise you that that is very possible. Um, that I can assure you, rather. Please, if this is your first time joining me live, I would really want you to specify because it's something that I do not take for granted. So please, if the background sound is a bit noisy, let me know. Also, I would really like to shut it down because what we are discussing today is something that is really critical. Um, Thank you once again for joining me. So, where are we starting today? We're talking about apologies. What does it require to actually apologize? I did quite a number of study on this issue, and I would like to discuss this with everyone. You know, and it would be of great value to you and I. I can assure you that. So, if this is your first time joining me, honestly, I want to say thank you. I do not take it for a ride. Trust me, this is really important to me. TYB rather, sorry. Thank you for joining me. I'll take another 2 3 minutes just to accommodate and recognize the presence of everyone joining me live. And I would say thank you. Thank you so much. So please, for the love of God, let me know where you're joining me from. That would mean a lot to me. If you don't mind, please, where are you joining me from? Where are you joining me from? This is really, really important for me. Where are you joining me from? I would love to know. Please help me share this. Put it on your Ewa. Are you kidding me? Okay, okay, all right. No, no, that's someone else. First lady. Please, where are you joining from? First lady. TYB, where are you joining from? We have an amazing, phenomenal topic to discuss today, and I can assure you that it's incredible. You will love it, and it's something that is very, very important to every of our day-to-day activity. You know what I mean? So please, Frank, where are you joining me from? I would really appreciate it. Please help me put this on your WhatsApp status. Put it on, invite other people to come in. This would really mean a lot to me. Um, let's do it as we do it. Let's keep it down and let's just get over with this. Please, again, I would like you to tell me where you're joining me from. Vic, Electro, thank you for joining. Mazi, Mazolo, where are you joining me from? I would like to know. Where are you joining me from? I would really like to know. All right. Please, this is very important. Where are you joining me from? Tom K, thank you. Midnight, thank you for joining me. We have just like another 3 minutes to do the Equatijo, the hello, how are you before we go into business. Um, I'm inviting everyone. Queen Madi, wow, thank you for okay. Gift Oscars, Gift Osas, thank you for joining me. Please, where are you joining me from? Lolade, I see you. DKM, I see you. Where are you joining from? We'll be talking about apology. What does it mean to say sorry? Why do they say sorry is an action word? Sorry is an action word. Sorry, I'm monitoring all kinds of platform that's why I'm looking around like that. Adidas, thank you for joining me. What does it mean to be sorry? If you say you are sorry, are you really sorry? What does it take to say sorry? Why is sorry so hard for some people to say? Why do they say sorry is a magic word? That sorry is one of the magic words that you could ever say to someone. I'm encouraging you one more time, share your live and invite other people to come in. Joe, Jimmy, thank you. Awo, thank you for joining me. Jenny, Rosik TY, thank you for joining me. What does it mean to apologize? Peep, thank you for joining me. Rep, thank you for joining me. I will do this for the next 1 minute and we will start we'll start immediately. So again, I'm asking us, please let us see what we can do as soon as we can. All right. Okay. So what does it mean to apologize? What does apology mean? What is sorry? Itohan, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. How easy is it for you to say thank you, basically? And your day, thank you for joining me. We are going to get to this very quickly. Just 1 more minute. We're inviting just one more, we have 90 more seconds. And after that, we get over with this as soon as we can. All right. So what does apology mean? What does it mean to apologize? How long does it take to apologize? What are the instances that you have to go through before apology will mean something? I'm saying all of this because I know some of us have been dealing with the issue of apology. Some people cannot say sorry. When you say sorry, what does it mean? Is it coming from your heart, or it's just something that you say because it is an obligation, So these are the things I really want to ask us today. Please let me know what your intentions are. So, apology. What does it mean to apologize? What exactly do you have to do to apologize? How long does it take to apologize? And so much more. Sorry is a word that anybody can say, but apology, I feel like it's a responsibility, especially when you've done something that is below the belt. But there's a perspective I actually wanted to take this conversation from. And that's what is exciting me about today's conversation. Mrs. Oni, I see you. God, oh, thank you for joining me. Benjamin, thank you for joining. You know what? I will just don't make me blush, please. All right. Thank you for joining. I know you just woke up or you're planning to sleep right now. So I wasn't really thinking you would join because I know it's a lot at the moment. But for you to be here, thank you again. So sorry is an emotional reaction. I feel like we are all, it's just very easy to open your mouth and say sorry. It's a long time. Oh, okay. I see you. King, oh, is a lot. Okay, King, thank you. Thank you for joining me. You know what? Let's just get to business and get this over with. I feel like saying sorry is something that everybody, your natural inclination for some people, not everybody. Saying sorry is one of the things that you can say, like, it feels like an immediate response to anything that you want to react to. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you. It's just very convenient to say sorry. Sorry looks like a statement. It's just like when a man of God tells you, God bless you. Like it looks like a natural response that just comes to you. A natural response that just comes because it is about saying sorry. So you just say, God bless you. Sorry. But we are made to understand now that it means more than that, especially when you want to say sorry the right way. Some of us feel sorry is an emotional word. Sorry is something you when you want to apologize. The book says that there is a deep meaning and difference between sorry and apology. So that sorry is emotional. You just say it as soon as you can. Your natural inclination, like your next response is to say sorry. I say sorry a lot. Some of them I don't mean, and I don't mean not to mean them. It's just the natural response when something happens. Sorry. It doesn't even have to be a bad thing, you know. But professionally, they are letting us know now that apology is taking ownership of something that was done wrongly, or when someone feels offended. And it also comes with a touch of correction. And that is, apology seems to be like a responsibility. You are responsible and you are owning up to what exactly it is that you're doing. Does that make sense? And that's what they call sorry. That's what they say sorry is. Okay. I said all of that because I wanted to give us an impression about what some people will feel about the word sorry. Okay. Okay. Check this out. Some people have said sorry so much that they don't even appreciate it, or they believe that some people don't mean it when they say sorry. You don't mean you're sorry. You just said you are sorry. I know you are not sorry. Have you heard that word before? I know you are not sorry. You just said it because sorry is like an English word now. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Cardoso, thank you. I see you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry is like a lingua franca now. It's like a language that we just make. We just say it and we move on with our lives, right? Some people are taking it more seriously than that now. So sorry is not just a word, and people should not abuse it. So they said people abuse sorry because they want to avoid conflict. And that is understandable. If I know you will get angry, or I know you will not understand my perspective, or I know you are likely to misunderstand me. Now, I'm not talking about me personally now. I'm giving a broad explanation as to why people say sorry and why sorry have been abused over the years, right? Some people say sorry to avoid conflict. I just don't want your drama. I will quickly apologize and I will move on to the next thing. And it feels safe. It feels like it's the right thing to do, right? Could that be the only reason why you should say sorry? Well, let's dig deeper. Another reason people say sorry is to probably, for some reason, to end the conversation very quickly. Oh, I've never seen anybody dismiss conversation until I got to America. As soon as someone is not interested in your conversation again, you just see them give some funny excuses. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Sorry. And so people also use that as a method to just cancel a conversation they are really not interested in anymore. You know what? I'll get back to you. Sorry. So to end conversation very quickly, some people just say sorry and they move on to the next thing. And I think that is another reason people say sorry, and it has been abused. So when you really mean sorry, it goes through people's tunnels, different tunnels in your mind. Are you saying sorry because you are trying to avoid conflict, or you are saying sorry because you want to end this conversation very quickly? People say sorry also to protect their ego, to protect their ego. Some people also say sorry about that. What is it for you? I would like to hear from you very quickly. If I can go through this comment section quickly. Why do you say sorry? Some people say sorry to escape consequences. If you say sorry, maybe you can receive forgiveness as quickly as possible, then people get over with it as quickly as possible. Are these good reasons for saying sorry? Is that enough? Is it enough to say sorry in such situation? These are the questions, and I would like us to really answer that as quickly as possible. Why do people say sorry? And is it really worth it when they say sorry for these things that I mentioned? Number one, people say sorry because they want to avoid conflict. People say sorry because they want to end conversation very quickly. Some people say sorry because they just want to protect their ego. Some people say sorry because they want to avoid or to escape consequences. Escaping consequences sometimes will make some people to say sorry as quickly as possible, and they go about their business. What is it for you? What is it in your situation? Why do you say sorry? Do you say sorry to avoid consequences or to protect your ego, especially when you know this individual is not really getting me? If you're not getting me, I will probably just say sorry and move on to the next thing. Is that the case for you? Please let me hear your opinion. What do you think? Really, I would just like to know, if you don't mind. Um, I'm trying to do something, but it's not working. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. In terms of saying sorry, also, I read a book, and I also was under a particular conference some times ago, and I saw this individual analyzing what sorry really means. Like when you really want to say sorry, that sorry has three components. And that's where the crux of the matter actually is. That sorry has three components. There is the first component of acknowledgement, the second one is responsibility, and the third one is action. So when you're acknowledging that you are sorry or you're trying to apologize, so we've come to a point where we both understand that when you apologize, you just say you say sorry because it's just one of the languages that comes to your mouth as quickly as possible. But if you really are sorry and you really, really want to apologize, the first thing is to acknowledge. The first to complain is the recipient of that apology. Let me say that again. The first person to complain, let's take an example between two business partners. I came to you with an issue and I told you that I do not like a particular situation, that I am bringing it forward. The first to complain is the recipient of that apology. It does not mean you don't have anything to say between husband and wife, between boyfriend and girlfriend, business partners, between friends. If I deem it fit to bring to your attention something that I feel you have done wrong, even if I have not done anything wrong, the rule says I deserve that apology. You can explain later. You can do all of that. I'm going somewhere, right? The first to complain is the recipient of that apology. That is the first thing in the three components. The first component is acknowledgement. Under the list of acknowledgement, you have to acknowledge that the first person to bring that case forward, because you've been looking since you didn't say anything. You were offended too, but you did not say anything. But if I bring it forward, the book says that I am the recipient of that apology. I'm going somewhere. Hold on. We told judgment yet. You have to suspend your apology or your own complaint until another conversation. You have to suspend your complaints or something that I did wrong until another season, another time. Another time can be another 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But the first to complain is the recipient of that apology at the first instance. If you follow this direction, you are actually making real apology. Does that make sense? You have lost the right to complain. The moment I open my mouth and I say, you did something that I do not like, maybe I've been doing something that you also don't like, but that I mentioned and brought it forward, it is recommended that you need to give me the floor. You yield to my opinion. You yield to whatever that I'm saying at that moment because I deserve that apology. The first to complain is the recipient of an apology in the moment. You suspend yours until another conversation. You suspend yours until such a time when we have another tangible conversation. The second component, I told you the first component is the acknowledgement. Acknowledge that something is wrong and this person brought it forward. And because you brought it forward, I am saying sorry, right? It doesn't mean you didn't do anything wrong yourself. The second part is the responsibility. And this is the tough part, right? It's not really the toughest, but let me put it this way. Apology does not require logic. Apology does not require skill. Apology does not require some serious consideration. It is so hard for some people to say, I am sorry, and to mean it. The excuses, the blame shifting, I did this because of this. I wouldn't have done that. You made me do this. Dr. Olakunle Shorinyo said, any man that slaps his wife or vice versa or whatever, that you did not slap her because of what she said. You slapped her because you are a slapper. What it takes to slap is in you. You thought it was what he said or what she said that made you slap her. Someone else will hear the same thing that was said to you that made you to slap your spouse or your significant other. Another person will hear the same thing. He picks up his car keys and he leaves the house. What it takes to slap is in you. That's why you slapped. I'm going somewhere with responsibility. Taking responsibility. It takes nothing if you really want to have it. what it takes to say sorry. If it is in you, you will say it regardless who is right or who is wrong, because you're not saying sorry because you are wrong. That is one thing we need to get very, very clear in terms of responsibility as part of the components of apology. You have to remember you are not saying sorry because you are wrong. If you are wrong, say sorry. But sometimes you say sorry because the person that is complaining to you is hurt. I may not do anything wrong. If my wife comes to me and tells me that, babe, I don't like what you're doing, I owe you an apology, not because I think what I did was wrong. I am saying sorry because you are feeling hurt. If I really love you, if I really care about you, and you really mean a lot to me, I should be concerned that you are not happy. That on that premise, does that make sense? I don't know how I can explain this in a better way. I am not saying sorry because I think I'm right or I'm wrong. I am first of all saying sorry because you are hurt as an individual. I'm saying sorry because you are not in a good place and you screw up your courage to tell me that you are sorry. So I should acknowledge the fact that I don't care who is right and wrong. My business partner, my significant other, my friend is hurt. I have to say sorry because I don't want you in that space. I don't want you in that environment. I don't want you. You don't have to be wrong to apologize. That is what I'm saying. You say sorry because your partner is hurt. You say sorry because your business partner does not understand your dimension recently. You say sorry because at the moment it looks like this person is not understanding you. That is one of the reasons why you have to say sorry. Please, do you understand what I'm talking about? Let me just see some high five if you get this, because this is actually the part that is, if we get this correctly, I feel like we are really going to have a change in our lives, in our relationships, in everything that we set our heart to do, basically. I tell you sorry because you are hurt. It's not an acknowledgement of guilt. The first sorry that came before we think of apologizing and all of that is simply because you are not in a good place. I don't want you in a bad place. I will be happy if my significant other, my business partner, my friends and colleagues, if we are both on the same page. So if you are not in the right space of head, if saying sorry would get you out of that situation, oh, I'm quick and very quick to say sorry to you because I will want you at 100%. Does that make sense? Part of taking responsibility when you are trying to apologize. I told you, apology does not require logic. Apology does not require sense. It does not require some extra thinking. Let it not be too big in your mouth to say sorry, and mean it. How do you mean it? Acknowledge. Say sorry because this person is hurt. That is the first thing. Does that make sense? Again, you also don't have to be wrong to say sorry. And I think this is very critical. Give me 1 second. Let me go through my comment section and see if there's anything anybody is saying, or if you have anything to say, please bring it on. I would like to take this as quickly as possible. I told you there are 3 components to being sorry or to apologize: ethically, to apologize professionally, to have a meaningful apology that lasts longer. A meaningful apology that will mean something, that you are saying, that will mean something to the person you are apologizing to. The first thing is to acknowledge. Acknowledge. The first thing is to, I told you there are 3 components. The first component is to acknowledge. For those that are joining us for the first time, I just wanted to quickly say that. If you're joining just now, we are talking about being sorry and saying sorry or apologizing the long-lasting way that will make it extremely meaningful for the person that you are saying sorry to. You don't say sorry because you are wrong. You don't say sorry because you're right. You're saying sorry because your partner is hurt. What made them to be hurtful? We will discuss that. But that they are able to bring it forward and say, I am not happy with you. If you hear statements like that, first of all, apologize that I'm sorry you are feeling like this. This is not my intention. I would never naturally want you to feel bad or make you look like, you see what I'm talking about? It has essence. That type of sorry has meaning. Someone can see through that level of sorry that, okay, He has not acknowledged whether he's right or wrong, but he's already feeling for me that I'm not happy with the way things are. For a right thinking person, it's the right step in the right direction. It's already making sense. That is acknowledging, and that is very, very important. You are managing that conversation and you're managing that reaction already. And I hope that makes sense to you. I told you people say sorry for different reasons. We've already talked about that. But acknowledging is one thing that is very important. And I mentioned that the first person to bring his case or her case, the first to complain is the recipient of that apology. I may have been doing things that you don't like, and I didn't say anything about it. If you came forward and you told me that, hey, Ben, you did something that I really don't like, that you brought it forward first is something that I should take very seriously. I'm so sorry. So the first person to complain is the recipient of the apology. Maybe another 5 minutes you can say your own, but that you brought it forward, then we should pay attention to you first. Let me go through this comment section very quickly. Is it genuine when they apologize and you tell the person you need time to process and oh, you need time to process and they get angry? Brown, thank you. I love this. Let me read that for everybody. And if you have an opinion, let me know before I go ahead. Brown is saying that, is it genuine when you apologize and you tell the person, when someone apologizes to you and you are telling the person that, okay, I heard you, but I need time to process your apology, then they get offended. What else do you want from me? I just said sorry to you. I just told you sorry. What else do you want from me? That is not an apology, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Because I brought it forward because it's affecting me. And I want us to smoothen things out, because the reason you brought it forward is because you actually don't want problem. That person should be able to acknowledge that for you to have brought it forward, it is simply because you actually don't want problem. You don't want problem. You want tranquility in your relationship. You want success. You want homage. You want comfort. You want everything to be okay. If they cannot see through that, I think something is fundamentally wrong. If you come to me and you tell me you are sorry for something that you did that I think was wrong, and I'm telling you that, okay, I hear you, but give me some time to think about it, I shouldn't be offended. I should not be angry. Because if you're angry, it simply means that your sorry is here. Your sorry is just at the tip of your tongue. You didn't mean that sorry. You didn't mean the sorry. You didn't mean the sorry. My wife is someone that doesn't respond on time when I'm talking. I have to learn how to understand that on time. My wife does not respond on time. She does not respond on time. But I also don't talk on time. I process what I want to say. I'm very logical and I want to say it. And I don't even like interruption. Some things that can get people angry. You really just have to get to that point. And we are all work in progress. Don't get me wrong. If you are wrong and you are saying sorry, allow the recipient of the sorry to react. If it will take the person time, give that time, because the goal is to harmonize, right? If the goal is to come to a level of understanding, you shouldn't have any problem waiting until I'm ready. All I can hope for, Brown, is to make sure that you don't take too long. Again, I have to be careful depending on what they are saying sorry for, because sorry is in different dimensions depending on what you did. You drove my car and you emptied the gas, the tank, and you didn't refuel it. It's a type of problem. You ate my food without my permission. It's another type of problem. You brought someone over to my house without my permission. It's another type of problem. There are some things that are very destiny sensitive. You cannot deploy the sorry you will say to someone who drove your car, and gas is so expensive now, and you finish the gas in my car and you're saying sorry, compared to someone who did something extremely critical that is so sensitive to your marriage, sensitive to your business. Like someone took your trade secret and ran away with it, and he came back and said sorry. No, I need more than sorry, man. We have to talk about it. And I can't tell you sorry all of a sudden, and you expect me to just reset. Boom, 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 boom. And sorry is a magic word. Sorry is really not a magic word. So if you are offended about an issue, I'm just trying to say there are different dimensions to this conversation. There are things that are not destiny sensitive. There are things that I don't have to get offended about. I might be angry as an individual, but Kotoye now is not that deep. If it is not that deep, you expect me to respond in the next 5-10 minutes. And you know what's funny? Some people have the grace to quickly brush it off, just like a child. Some people just have the grace to brush it off when you did something that offends them, and they just carry on to next thing. So, but again, it depends on different things. An example came to my mind, and it's so funny. I don't know if I should share it. It's not extremely personal. I was at Dollar Tree yesterday. I was looking for an empty container. I wanted to buy some empty containers, just to get some things done in the house, some DIY stuff and all of that. But my daughter was on the phone with me. We were making video call, but the network was bad. And I was so I was trying to tell her that maybe I should get back to the car before we will continue that conversation. But she likes to shop with me and stuff like that. Yeah, great, awesome. It's a time that I look forward to myself. However, I saw someone that we once lived together a couple of years ago here in California. I didn't recognize him, but when he saw me, he was coming towards me. As soon as I saw him, I was telling my daughter on the phone that a video call that, hey, pretty, I'm going to be talking to someone right now. Just give me a second. Apparently, she did not hear me. Now, the reason this became an issue is because I've been training her to excuse herself in the midst of a conversation. Like, hey, if you want to go somewhere, excuse yourself. Don't just bolt. Don't just go. I'm coming. I'm coming is not an action word. I'm coming does not explain anything. Would you excuse me for a second? Can you give me 1 minute? Give me a second. I'll be back. You don't have to tell me what you want to go and do, but just excuse yourself. Don't just disappear. I have said that over time and over time. So I was talking to this man and all of that and all of that. It took about 5-10 minutes and she was still on the phone. But she was calling me and I was replying that, hey, give me 1 second. I will be done very quickly. So the guy left. I got to my car and we're going to continue the conversation. Our mood changed. Our mood had already changed. And I'm like, hey, pretty, what happened? She didn't say anything. She was shaking her head. I'm like, come on, we've been talking. She said, when I said this to my wife last night, she cracked up. We both started laughing. She said, you humiliated me. No, she said, you embarrassed me and I feel humiliated. I'm like, what? I didn't laugh because it's serious. And I know why she's taking it seriously, because I know what I've been telling her. I said, you feel embarrassed? What did I do? She said, you were talking to someone and you were not paying attention to me. My God. I said, oh my God, pretty, but I was telling you that I'll be talking to someone. I took my time. I first of all apologized to her and I told her that, look, I am sorry. Remember, I told you when we started this conversation that the network was bad. You must have not heard me, but I am sorry. I'm so sorry. I would not do that to you. You know me. I started to bother her up and did all of that. And she came back to that mood. It took a minute before she would come back to that smiley, fancy, and we started talking and all. You might be wondering how old this girl is. She's just 7. I'm telling you. She said, I am embarrassed and you embarrassed me and I'm humiliated. Such a big word, because she understands the concept. But the truth is, I apologized immediately. Yes, I'm the dad. Who says dads don't apologize to their children? Gone are the days when people do things like that. You don't want to lose anything. I'm telling you. When I told my wife, we cracked up. And I make sure she was not in the room when I was saying it, because I want her to believe that I was actually sorry, because I don't want her to feel hurt. You see why we go back to the first thing? 3 components of being sorry. The first one is to acknowledge. And in acknowledging, you are confirming that this person is not happy. My goal is to make sure that you are always at that spot. I don't want a disgruntled girl to be talking to me. I want her happy, and I have to apologize. It takes nothing away from you. You see what I'm talking about? So back to what Brown said, if you did something wrong and you apologize and you want the person to take it now and run with it, it is not up to you. It is however it takes, you have to stay because you are the one who is wrong. You are the one saying sorry. You cannot eat your cake and have it at the same time. If you say sorry, wait until the person is completely okay. The difference between children and adults is that children can snap out of it quickly as soon as they understand it. You understand? And I know there are adults like that too, who just say it as it is, you say sorry, and they move on to the next thing. But not all of us are given that grace. Some people don't have that grace at all. They have zero grace for acknowledging that what they did is wrong and they just snap out of it as quickly as possible. It goes back to the question of the sincerity of your heart when you are saying sorry. The first to complain, is the recipient of the apology. Don't forget that. The first to complain is the recipient of the apology. You will suspend your own complaint until another conversation. And that conversation can take another 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But if you come to me and you tell me you are sorry, you tell me you are offended because of something that I did or something that was said or whatever, my goal is to first of all make you feel good. Sorry is in good place to deploy at that point, and that is very important. Finally, in answering that question also, when you tell someone sorry, you cannot pressure them to accept your sorry. You don't know the level of damage that you have done. So it is not up to you to now determine, I've been telling you sorry. What else do you want from me? Do you want my blood? No, she doesn't want your blood. He does not want your blood. He wants time. You cannot have all of this to yourself. You already did something wrong. I'm processing it, and it's taking me longer than required. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to, but this is it. This is what it takes. You have to accept it if you really want solution. If you really, 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 you really want to go back to what you used to be, you have to give it time. Give it time. There is something else that I really wanted to mention, and this is very, very instructing. Many, many years ago, I'm trying to remember the title of the book, but I just remembered now. I burnt it to my memory. The writer was saying that even when someone said sorry to you, you are so hurt, it's so bad, you are not happy, you are trying to move on. But he said something very significant. Okay, I will get back to this, but can we move on to something else? Oh my goodness, that is so hard to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, okay, I don't like the dress you're wearing right now. What do you mean you don't like the dress I'm wearing? My friend, please, you can't dress like this to the party. You can't dress like this to church. You can't dress like this for this business meeting. I do not like it. You have to change it. And the atmosphere changed. The mood changed. The book is recommending that we are talking about dressing. So can we leave that and move on to the next thing and act as if there's no problem? Can you do it? How many people can do that? I just complained about the dressing. But can we talk about our children now without bringing the mood from the dressing to this new conversation? Does that make sense to you? How many people can do that? I don't like the food that you cooked. It's so salty. I almost not want to eat this food. And your wife is like, "What do you mean? What kind of compliment is this?" I appreciate it, but I really don't. I think you should pay more attention to this salt and all of that. And your wife is offended. Of course, why would she be? Because there would have been a better way to express that. And you want to jump into another conversation immediately. So I was telling you about Benga that came to my office last week, and we were planning to go to Disneyland and all of that. And you expect her to excitedly, "Oh, really? You guys want to go to Disneyland? When are you guys planning to do that?" As how now? How many people can do that? How many people will be able to do that? Some people can. I really don't know if I can, to be honest with you. I'm practicing it, though. I'm practicing it. Most of the things that I say to you are things that I practice myself. Egmo, but the initial mood is very important when it comes to communication. Exactly my point, Egmo. Exactly my point. You just mess me up right now and you move on to the next conversation and you think everything will be fine. No, I don't think it will be. And that's why that's why people end up not doing anything. Oh my goodness. We just talked about our visitor who refused to leave. and you are the reason this visitor is in our house. And now this person is not living, and this person has even spoiled our generator. He has destroyed the TV. He is bringing strange people into the house. We did you a favor and blah, 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 right? And I'm blaming you that it is your fault. It is your fault. Then I jump in from that conversation. We are already exchanging words and said, hey, look, I was even going to say it. So the vacation we are going for, well, you won't plan that vacation very well because the mood is there. But the book recommends that you need to grow a level of maturity to that point where you'll be able to jump from one conversation and just go to another one. You know, there are so many information you get from a book, then you adapt it because your situation is contextual. I don't know where you live. I don't know what your situation is. I'm not familiar with the crisis or the situation that is making someone to apologize to you. You know what I mean? So it will be very unnecessary to insist that this is the right way to go. But basically, that's the point that I'm making. So I am telling you sorry, and I need you to snap out of it. No, now you can't eat your cake and have it. If I tell you sorry, I will wait and acknowledge that you are processing it, and I should not be offended. Does that make sense? If you have anything to say, please continue to drop your comments. I will go through this. And if you want to come online, I will definitely bring you in also. But in the meantime, I'm going through this now. Okay. Don't counter complaint for complaint in the process of apology. I am telling you what you did that was wrong. And what about you? You did exactly the same thing that you are complaining about. You are going to have crisis in a dimension that you have never seen before. You are going to have crisis. And that is why I said you leave your complaints to the next time. You don't complain immediately because we are trying to resolve a problem here. We are going to have issues. We are going to have serious issues. If you stay and you think you will continue to talk, when I'm talking also, then we keep talking over each other and issues will just arise and matter would, like, it will be bad. It will be very, very bad. I said that because you will have to wait for that cycle to be over. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. You say sorry because your partner is hurt. You say sorry because you want to correct the atmosphere. You say sorry because they are the first person to bring that issue to life. And you say it. The next thing I told us about acknowledging, remember, that's the first step. Then you take responsibility. You take responsibility by acknowledging that, okay, I'm sorry you felt like this, and I hope that I will be able to do the right thing to make sure that you will not feel like this going forward. I will work on myself and make sure that everything is fine. But the third part is now to take action. What is the action that you have to take? Number one, open your mouth and say sorry. Some people they act sorry, they behave sorry. Have you seen that before? Have you experienced that before? People behave sorry. They package behavior and they give it to you as sorry. They don't open their mouth and say, Ben, I am sorry. I did not mean to do this, and I'm sorry you feel this way. This is not my intention. I am sincerely sorry, and I will make sure this does not happen again. That is a decent, sincere, and meaningful sorry. Not to be nice sorry, not to be very jovial, not to strike up conversation that has no bearing, turning jokes or just saying things that buying gifts is not sorry. Saying sorry is not the same thing as buying gifts to say sorry. It is welcome though. Don't get me wrong. Oh my goodness. It is welcomed. But the place of saying sorry cannot be replaced by perfume. Don't buy a wristwatch when you are supposed to open your mouth and say sorry in the moment. You yelled at her, you made her feel miserable, and you left the house. You came back in the evening with Chanel cologne. Chanel is nice. And you just say, hey, I got something for you. And that's beautiful. But what about the sorry? You can bring that beautiful stuff and say, hey, Jessica, I know we had a very upsetting morning, and that was not my intention. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me, but really, I just want to tell you I'm sorry. I am sorry because don't say I am sorry because I don't think I'm wrong. You know, people say that too. I'm sorry because you feel the way you feel. I would not want you to feel like this. I'm a better spouse. I'm a better partner, and I would want you to be okay. If there's anything that I'm doing that you do not like, I'm a work in progress and I'll get to it. But I am sorry you feel this way. I really am sorry. Hey, guess what? I got something for you. That is fair. Not, hey, look, I got something for you. Because people can behave sorry, people can act sorry. Before you come back, they've cooked for you, they cooked your best meal. Now that's the woman part. She cooked your best meal, she has cleaned up everywhere, cologne, air freshener, everything is nice and tight and very easy, looking all beautiful and all. And hey, babe, what's up? How you doing? Ah, you must be very tired. Really? The matter that where they ground since morning still in my mind. You are telling me I must vent. My friend, get out, get away, you. You know, another wahala problem starts again. So you cannot underestimate the place of opening your mouth and say sorry, especially at the right time, because you can also say sorry at the wrong time. In the moment when the heat is coming up, if you say sorry, maybe to just demystify everything. You never know. But if you do not say the sorry, you postpone it till another time. Some people cannot just open their mouth and say sorry. It's so hard. Sometimes maybe it's arrogance rather. Maybe it's just pride. You are just prideful. You don't see the reason for saying sorry. What do you mean? I didn't offend him. He was the one that came late. What do you mean? Why should I say sorry? But from this conversation, you understand that saying sorry is not because this person is, you are saying sorry because the person is hurt. Let's first of all understand that. I don't think I did anything wrong, but if my significant other is not happy and she brings it forward, I should apologize because she's not happy, first of all. Then we can dig into matters and start talking about acknowledgement and taking actions and the way we are building it. That is the first thing that you have to do. The next thing is you have said sorry. Explain how you are sorry. Dr. Lakunle Shonion said this very brilliantly. Don't just tell me you are sorry. How are you sorry? What are you sorry for? How? So I teach my daughter and I tell her that, hey, when you are sorry, don't just tell me sorry, daddy. Sorry, daddy. What's that? I'm sorry that I walked out when I was talking to you because I wanted to use the restroom. The reason for walking out is genuine, but I'm teaching you orderliness. I'm teaching you how to act right. These are social skills that I'm trying to teach you. So don't just say sorry. I am sorry I walked out on you. That is in order. You don't say sorry, Mabinu, I'm really sorry. What are you sorry for? I am sorry that, you know why? In the process of saying that sorry and why you are sorry and how you are sorry, you're actually profiling solution, and you're also reassuring your significant other, you're reassuring your child, you're reassuring your son, your business partner, your friends. You are reassuring them that this is why you are sorry, and it means something. It actually means something when you go through that route. When you go to that dimension, it's important. So don't just say sorry. How are you sorry? I'm sorry that I came late last night. I have reasons to, I have so many reasons to came. Yeah, don't say that now. Don't say that now. You need to break the ice, first of all. Breaking the ice does not come with another explanation. I am sorry I came late. How are you sorry? I'm sorry that I came late. I came late. I came late. I have things to tell you to acknowledge and make you understand why I came late, but that's not the good time. First of all, let it sink in. I am sorry I came late. I will make sure I contact you the next time. You see how you are sorry now. You are sorry, but you're also explaining how you are sorry and how you are going to improve that situation. That is the right way to apologize. Apologizing is not okay, Mabinu, I'm sorry. Dalu, sorry. I'm just sorry. Please, sorry. Sorry for what? I am sorry I came late. I'm sorry I did not contact you. I'm sorry I did not inform you on time that we are going to be having visitors that will sleep over at our house. You came in with 3 of your friends from the office and they are going to be passing the night, and this is 9 p.m. The woman was getting ready for bed. She was just waiting for you. Then you show up with 3 people that she has to make bed for, make space for, that she has to cook for, or make some type of provision. Then you got to the room and you say, "Oh man, I know it was sudden, Yeah. No, 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 no. You can't do that." And these are tiny, tiny issues that can fix relationships as quickly as possible. Be sorry. And sorry is not gender stereotypes. It's not women that should say sorry more than men. Men should not be the ones saying sorry because they want peace in the house. It's more than that. Sorry is not gender affiliated. Saying sorry is not because you're a man, you want to keep the peace of the house. You say sorry because your partner is hurt. You say sorry because there is something wrong in a relationship, business relationship, romantic relationship, friendship, and platonic relationship, whatever. You say sorry because something is wrong. You didn't say sorry because you have 9 ribs. No, they don't share sorry by ribs. You say sorry because as soon as your significant other is wrong, saying sorry should be in order. Give me 1 second. Let me go through this. Even sometimes you might not be right. Say sorry let me say that again, to allow peace to reign. And that's what he said. I mentioned that earlier too, that you don't say sorry because you are wrong all the time. You say sorry because you're right. No, you say sorry even when you think you are right. You say sorry to keep the peace of the home. And an explanation has to come with it. I told you, when you say sorry in part of the action now, you say sorry, you explain how you are sorry. You explain how you are sorry. I am sorry that I didn't call you before I left work. I am sorry because I did not acknowledge the text on time. I am sorry that I did not eat the food that you took your time to cook for me in the morning. I am sorry I drove your car without your permission. I will make sure it doesn't happen again. Don't just say sorry to the atmosphere. Don't just say sorry sheepishly, blankly, without any meaning, without any essence. This is very, very important. The next thing is make commitment for it not to happen again. I know this one is tough. This one is tough. Make commitment for it not to happen again. How is it not going to happen again? It is up to you, man. It's really up to you. How is it not going to happen again? You're saying sorry and you're assuring me that it's not going to happen again. How is it not going to happen again? If you have anything to say to that, because that is part of what I'm discussing with you. In taking action, you say sorry. The next one is, how are you sorry? I am sorry that I brought someone home without notifying you on time. I will make sure it doesn't happen again. So if you don't want it to happen again, you text your spouse, you text your friend, you text your business partner earlier, 6 hours before. Hey, bro, I think we are going to be having visitor tonight. I will try to see if we can mitigate it, if we can avoid it, but if not, keep them in the loop. If you really want to be successful at solving this problem and for this thing not to repeat itself again, Kehinde Oluwole, this is my colleague from university days. Thank you for joining me. I see you. Thanks. You have to make sure that you keep them in the loop. And this is very, very important. Now, when you say it, you have to make it convincing. Be reassuring when you are saying it. Apology, it takes skills. It takes a level of dedication to actually say sorry. Look straight into their eyes and tell them that you are really sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I don't even know how I got to this point, but I can assure you, I give you my word that it will not happen again. But guess what? It will happen again. Oh, God of heaven. Guess what? It will happen again. Because we are work in progress. And this is what life is all about. This is what marriage is all about. How many times have they corrected you on an issue that you are still doing? So your days of saying sorry is not over. Your days of saying sorry are not over. You will continue to say that sorry until we are all perfect. Not saying sorry is the terrible thing that any relationship can be strained on. Any situation can get worse because saying sorry is an integral part of relationships, business, whatever. I don't care whatever it is. You have to be able to say it. And I hope that makes sense to you. You have to also strive towards changed behavior. If someone is complaining about the way you talk to them, someone is complaining about the way you act or the way you do, I think it's human to really introspect and say, okay, why is this person always complaining about the way I behave? What is wrong about what I wear? Why is he always complaining? Why does she behave like this? Like what exactly? Let me think. What exactly is going on here? Let me really think through a solution. Let's see what we can do. When you go through all that process, trust me, you are doing something absolutely phenomenal in your business relationship with that individual. Um, Yorùbá sọ wípé mọ̀wá fún oníwà ló mú ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́, mọ̀wá fún oníwà. Interpretation. Who can help me? The closer you move with someone, the more you know them, the easier your relationship with them would be, because you now know their do's and don'ts. You know how they really want their things to be done. You now know how you want them to talk to you and all of that. And that's why I said we are all work in progress. They will do things that will offend you. With time, you will realize that it is not as painful anymore. Probably because you now know them better, or oh my god, oh Wale, serious. It's either you now know them better, or because you know that they don't mean it. There is a level of relationship. You will work so long with some people, you will find out later that this is who they are. They did not mean it. It came out that way, but that is actually not. They really don't mean what they said, and there are so many things like that. And I hope that makes sense to you. I'll be recapping now because we don't have a lot of time anymore. If you have any question, this is the good time to actually say it. If you got anything out of our conversation today, I would really like to know. As we are winding off, I would say a couple of things very quickly. And the first on the list is, don't accept empty apologies anymore. Don't accept empty apologies anymore. If someone did something wrong, say it to them. Don't be so afraid that you don't want to say because you don't want to lose a relationship. If you keep doing that, they will play with your emotions. They will play with you. They will mess you up, man. You will become a laughing stock. It's just a matter of time. If someone did something wrong, have the decency, the respect, out of respect for yourself, to let them know that they did something wrong. With all due respect. I know there are conversations around which one is with all due respect. When you're about to disrespect me, no, this is not about disrespect. If someone does something wrong and you know you could talk to them, why not say it? Stop accepting empty apologies. Stop accepting empty apologies. It doesn't work. It will just pile up. It will pile up. One day you will react to one tiny, smallest issue that is not supposed to be an issue. And that's where the challenge is. That's where the problem is. And they'll be wondering, what did I say? I just said this. No, you didn't just say what. As a matter of fact, it wasn't what you just said now. They've been thinking about how to deal with how to mess you up, or how to deal with your BS for a very long time. This is very important. Stop accepting empty apologies. It is very important. And this is the real life application. Teach your children accountability earlier too. Teach your children accountability earlier. Teach your children how to apologize. Teach them how to apologize. It will save them a lot of drama in the future. It's very important. You are not weak for apologizing. You are not. In fact, it takes skills to apologize. It's like saying no. Our natural inclination is to say yes to everything. Can you borrow me $5,000? Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Can I drive your car to San Bernardino tomorrow? Yeah. Can I bring a visit? Yeah. Saying no is skillful. It takes skill to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't come. No, I'm sorry, I already have appointment. No, I'm sorry, I will not be able to do this. Teach your children accountability earlier. It's very important. Honestly, you will have a very good evening if you can take care of stuff like this from very early stages. And I think it's very important we all understand that. Now, own your mistakes too. When someone point out what you're doing that is wrong, don't try to explain it away. Don't try to make them look stupid. Don't try to make them look like they don't know what they are saying. Some men are like that. They make people feel like maybe it's not such a big deal. It's a big deal if you complain about it. And for someone who cares about that relationship, and not just romantic relationship, friendship, business settings, and all of that, if you really care about what I have to bring to the table, you should take it seriously. You have to take it seriously. Own up your mistakes when someone tells you that you are wrong. And I think this is very, very important. Own up to your mistake. We have like 2 or 3 more minutes. Own up to your mistakes. Own up to your mistakes is very, very important. If your behavior doesn't change, your apology is just a performance. Your apology is just like the way our musicians will go online to do so. Your apology is just a performance. Don't let your sorry fade. Má jẹ́ kí sorry ẹ ó ṣá. I don't know how to say that in English. Don't let your sorry count for something. When you say it, let the recipient know that this guy doesn't say sorry anyhow. If he said sorry, he really meant it. Don't throw so much sorry at people and you actually don't mean it. Let your sorry count for something. Let your sorry count for something. Let your sorry make sense. Let your sorry be meaningful. Let your sorry have a lot of substance in it. Don't be casual with sorry. When you say sorry, make it make sense. Pastor Chris Oyakilome many years ago said, when I tell you God bless you, don't say God bless you is not a greetings. When I say God bless you, I'm saying God should bless you. God bless you is not a compliment. Come on. God bless you is a prayer. I am invoking God to say God bless you. Do you know what it means when God blesses you? It changed my mentality about God bless you. So when I say a pastor or a religious leader or someone who just God bless you, because God bless you is a big deal. God bless you is not a greeting. Hey, good afternoon. Hey, God bless you. If you say God blesses me, the owner of the universe blesses me. Hey, man, jokes apart. That's exactly how sorry also should mean to you. Don't be casual. Don't be casual about saying sorry because it means nothing to you. Also, don't be coded with your sorry. If you offend someone publicly, don't be coded about saying sorry. Don't be coded about saying sorry. If you offend me publicly, you should be able to say sorry publicly. Come as many times as possible. Whatever it takes, because you value that relationship. Except you don't value the relationship. And I hope this makes sense to you. In the next 30 seconds, I will just do a recap very quickly so that for those who just joined us late and all of that, I mentioned why people say so, why people abuse sorry. People abuse sorry because they try to avoid conflict. People abuse sorry to end conversation very quickly. People don't want to say sorry because of their ego. They are egoistical. They just have a thing about saying sorry. It weakens them. It makes them feel like, I can't say sorry. Some people say sorry to escape consequence. If the consequence is much, let me just say sorry and get out of here. You know what I mean? That's how people say sorry. But acknowledge that you are wrong. Say sorry because your partner is hurt. That is the first thing. You don't say sorry because you think she doesn't deserve it. No. We will probe that process later. But when she complains, when he complains, when your business partner complains, your colleague at work complains, your boss complains about something, you say sorry because they are not happy. You say sorry because they are hurt. Let us query why they are not happy. But naturally, for someone who value relationship, you acknowledge that they are hurt and you say sorry to them. That's the first part. The second thing is that don't counter your sorry by also saying something that they're wrong. In the moment, no. You will suspend your own sorry for another conversation. Maybe during break time. I said sorry to you the other time and I meant it, but even you said they mess up or you did this and this and this and this. Don't counter their sorry in the moment as they are talking. No, that's not the right way to go. That's not the right way to go. Acknowledge that you did something that hurt them and you apologize to them. Suspend your sorry. You are acknowledging that you are sorry. You don't have the right to complain immediately at the time that they are saying sorry to you. Then you go to the responsibility part. Apology does not require logic. That's what I said. It does not take skills to say sorry. Apology does not take some serious grand plan to say sorry. No blaming, No blame shifting, no excuses. You say it exactly as it is. And the next thing is that you don't have to be wrong to say sorry. Mr. Tony mentioned that also. You don't have to be wrong to say sorry. Then you apologize sincerely. Open your mouth and say sorry. Don't act sorry. Don't buy perfume and say you are sorry. You can buy the cologne. There's nothing wrong. Buy the shoes, buy the bag, buy the wig, buy whatever. But let it come with a conversation. I am sorry you felt this way. I am sorry, but this is not my intention originally. Then you can give the gift if you have the capacity to do so. But don't let it be known that you cannot replace apology for gift. No, don't buy me wristwatch when you are supposed to be saying sorry. Open your mouth. Let not your mouth be big. Let it not be heavy to open and say sorry when someone actually is hurt. When you now say sorry, explain why you are sorry. Don't just say sorry and fly away. Say sorry and explain how you are sorry. I am sorry because I did this. I will make sure I don't do it anymore. Don't say sorry and just go. And don't force people to acknowledge your sorry in the moment, because that was what someone just said now. Don't say sorry and you expect me to react immediately. You've messed me up. I'm still dealing with it, and you just said sorry casually, and you want us to reset and just go back to what it used to be. No, it takes time. And you will spend that time if you really mean well for this relationship. Say sorry and don't pressurize people to acknowledge you're sorry and you expect them to react and function the way they used to be. No, it will take time. For some people, it goes back almost immediately. No matter how long it takes, you have to stay. My hope is that you will not let it stay too long. Don't shut your heart too long because someone did something wrong. Because they will still offer Yoruba sọ pé tá bá jà tá bá parí ẹ̀ ọjọ́ ọ̀la máa jà mí. For those who don't speak Yoruba, that if we have a misunderstanding now and it's taking too long to settle, we have a lifetime to continue to quarrel. When are we going to jump into our next quarrel? You know what I mean? So don't stay too long dissecting, I'm hurt, and that takes us to another topic entirely. But say sorry, explain why you are sorry. It's not enough to just say, I'm sorry, and you go. I am sorry that I did this, and that. I will make sure this does not happen again. That is 100%. That is very, very important. Then you will show commitment. You will show that commitment. You will tell me why this is not going to happen again. I'm talking about real apology. And that's what it takes. And I hope that makes sense to you. And the last thing I said is that you should make sure that sorry, that apology is reassuring. There's a way people will say sorry to you that you will know they mean it. And the ones who just say that comes from here. There are apologies that come from the heart. There are some that comes from the tip of your tongue. You know the difference. If your behavior does not change after saying that sorry, you're just performing. You're just a top performer somewhere. And I hope this makes sense to you. So before the end of today, who are you going to contact and just say sorry to them? For real this time. For real. You knew you messed up. Who are you going to reach out to? This is where I will stop today. Now you know what you can do to correct that error. Now you know what to do to adjust that situation. What are you going to do? Are you going to reach out to that person? Someone came to my mind right now. I'm telling you. Someone came to my own mind right now. And I hope I will be able to follow through that thought that is in my mind right now. Are you going to reach out to someone to readjust that relationship? Are you going to reach out to that individual to actually say sorry, not just with words, but with a change of heart? Because you now know how to apologize properly. You mean it. You explain how you are sorry and you carry on with it. And see how your relationship will blossom. See how your relationship will follow another dimension. You will see the amount of benefits that will come from a relationship that is so deeply knitted, deeply felt, because your sorry really meant something. Does that make sense to you? Please, you can leave me a comment, private chat me, do whatever you can do. I do stuff like this all the time. I teach business ethics and leadership in the university. I also deal with youth and young adults. I talk to a lot of young people a total life transformation process, especially during their teenage years and stuff like that. How to deal with all kinds of addiction, how to prevent it, most importantly, and so much more. So reach out to me. We'll do stuff together. But really, I just want to appreciate you once again for joining my live session. It means a lot to me. I say it all the time. I don't see numbers. I see people. I don't even crunch around to see who has joined, who has not joined. I don't even know where they are. And I'm telling you the truth. I am saying this because even if it is just 5 people that I have, it means a lot to me. I don't see numbers, I see people. And I really just want to say thank you to you. We'll do this again next week. And I hope you have a great, 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 absolutely phenomenal morning, evening, afternoon from whatever part of the world that you're joining me from. I'll see you next week. Take care. Mm-hmm.